Welcome back to Dodgy Bros.
Yeah, just count me in there. Are you having a stroke? You're either having a stroke or like creating the next Death Grips album. The next. Have I told you about my schizo theory about Death Grips?
What's your schizo theory about Death Grips?
The next album they're going to make is going to be an MC Ride solo album that's a cappella.
Whoa.
He's going to. My theory is, I heard it in a dream once, that he's going to take all samples of his own voice to do like.
He's gonna be his own Bjork.
He's going to be his own Bjork. That woman I tried to kidnap.
Different person.
According to certain people, maybe not.
What?
Don't worry about it. Someone's beeping.
It's just a dishwasher.
Yeah. I think.
What?
How did you do that?
It's this fucking bitch.
Oh yeah, blame women every time. This is what you guys do, right?
It's this bitch. She's in my way.
Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. You remember that song?
I do, yeah. Isn't that ludicrous?
It's ludicrous, yeah. I used to blast that in school.
That is a very blasted middle school song.
Yeah, and I would try to I would shout it and try to get through the crowd of people.
I think everyone did that. Maybe not shout it randomly, but everyone did it when they were pushing people out of the way.
I had severe autism.
That's true.
Like
what do you
right
mean had?
yeah, right now I still have it. Anyway, I'm literally Andy Morin.
Sure.
And you're Zach Hill.
I could be.
Do you think Death Grips is actually gonna make new music?
I don't know.
I have my schizo theory that I heard in a dream once, but the reason I have it is because I'm kind of scared that they won't.
I don't know if they will, but I don't know if they call it quits after Year of the Snitch. I think that's a good run. I'm not upset about it.
Yeah, Year of the Snitch was kind of disappointing.
You didn't like it?
It was good. No, it was really good. It was just it's kind of hard to compare to Ne'er-Do-Wellers on the Moon, you know?
That's true.
Yeah. That album is so good. The powers that be and all that, yeah.
I think Ex-Military is their best album personally, but
everyone thinks that.
Is that true? Actually, to me, it's a split between Ne'er-Do-Wellers on the Moon and Ex-Military. They're both equally good in my opinion.
I like that one because it's more proggy. And they're the sound is more dense, I think.
I agree. I like both. I consider Ex-Military to be maybe the ballsiest album ever made.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially because that was their opener to the world. Holy shit, yeah.
Although Full Moon Death Classic is also really good.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, we are Digi Bro. We're talking about Death Grips it's a new thing. What's happening?
This is what I've been saying. Both of us are just Digi Bro, but in a different timeline. You're from a different country. I'm me. It's nuts.
What am I supposed to be doing here? Staying out of the bowl. And just... Okay, let's...
It was off screen, but to everyone in the audience, he gave me a bro fist before we started recording.
Something's happening here. I don't know. We've gotten a time machine back to 2016.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, 2016 is a little late to be doing bro fists. My God.
Not if you're severely autistic like we are.
That's true. PewDiePie is a good YouTube channel. You know, I shit on your YouTube subscriptions for being normie.
I think I can get all the points I need by just doing a ridiculous trick off of this little mound.
Ooh, haunted mound. Let's go.
Okay, maybe if I do one of these little things.
We did it, Reddit.
Oh, where am I going? Give me back.
I was always kind of tripped out by the static effects that show up in this game.
Uh-oh, this is not going super well for me. Oh, it is actually. I'm winning. I'm like, what's his name? Well, since we're making old references,
you winning, son?
I'm by winning.
You're by winning. I see. I mean, the reference I made was too new.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm bi-curious.
Sure. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just falling all over the place and somehow winning. I guess this isn't like an early level.
I think I was bi-curious and then I just stopped being curious.
I see. So back to my ThinkPad and its nipple.
Oh boy.
So the problem here is that it's a non-standard nipple. And so I was supposed to segue into this by talking about the Mac. So I'm recording this right now on my new Mac. If you didn't watch the 12-hour vlog all the way through, then you might not know about this.
You might not.
Yeah, you may not. The reason that the 12-hour vlog exists is because I started recording clips, and at some point I decided I'm not gonna put them together until I get a new Mac to edit it all together on. And that just took much longer than expected. And then at a certain point I was just like, I guess I can probably manage about 12 hours of video. And so I aimed for that. Oh, that wasn't...
I would never be able to make a 12-hour long video.
You say this, but I think you definitely could, the amount of spam you've been putting out recently.
I don't know where it all comes from.
Yeah, it just sort of happens.
Although, to be fair, like 2 of those videos, one of them was recorded last month, like early last month, and the other one was recorded 2 years ago.
That's true.
Yeah. I joined this Discord server of people who are like fans of mine, one of the many like enclaves of the internet where like a small group of friends just seem to obsess over every single thing that I do. And there was this guy.
You're like Dodgy Bro again. We're just Dodgy Bros again.
This is true. And I was looking at the server, and this guy posted like a screenshot of the spam that I was doing with these political videos, and someone said, "She must be warded. I think this guy is keeping her captive and forcing her to make YouTube videos."
Yeah. What they didn't know is that was not a joke. It's true. It's real and true.
So I'm like some kind of audio slave.
I feel like I lost that really bad.
You did.
Well,
you should be ashamed.
Let's retry. So I was gonna say the reason that right now I'm mainlining my Mac. I'm maining the Mac. I'm what are they daily driving the Mac, which is surprisingly good. But I can't use the ThinkPad right now because of this fucking nipple. And I ordered new nipples. I ordered new nipples just today, which should come soon. But anyway, that's not really that interesting. That's just I was really desperately trying to think of topics, and that was one of them. The ThinkPad is kind of...
You failed!
What?
You failed!
What did I fail at?
You failed at topics.
That was a good topic.
At this game.
Not true.
You're a failure. All around.
Thanks. Thanks, Mom.
And I'm the mother of the house. This is what you don't know. Wait a minute. You said... I'm thinking now.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about that time when Jesus said, "You're turning my house into a house of sinners."
Interesting.
I think you're doing this with all of this talk of nipples and rubber devices and Long John everything. This is a house of sinners now, and it needs to be cleansed. Do you understand?
This is not going super well for me.
You say that a lot.
Oh wait, no, I'm winning by like a long shot actually. We're fine. I forgot you can trick spam in this game.
Yeah?
Yeah. Anyway, what's your next topic? 10 minutes into this episode.
I want to talk about Ted Kaczynski.
Interesting.
I feel like...
He was misunderstood.
Well, I mean, I feel like he was misunderstood, and a lot of the things that he had to say about technological society were I think he had some interesting ideas. I just want to be clear, I do not advocate for violence of any kind. And I disagree with what he did. But,
well, because it didn't work. We still live in a technological society.
Well, I mean, for one, it didn't work, but also, like, I just don't think violence is almost ever the answer unless, like, the government has literally suspended political parties and is putting people in camps, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So just want to be clear about that for any federal agents that may be listening. But, yeah, like, I think, I've kind of come around on your skepticism towards technology.
The second that I uncome around on it, you come around on it.
Well, we just trade ideologies
It's
in this
true.
house. Dotemite became a Maoist, you became like a mold bug techno-fascist or whatever.
That's not necessarily.
And I became like an ANCOM, like neo-feudalist.
Did that happen?
Sort of, a little bit. Like,
Are you an Ancom neo-feudalist?
a little bit. I'm being a little facetious, but if you like pushed me on what I believe, I feel like I would kind of sound like one, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been trying to do this whole time. I forgot it's triangle.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, how did I do? Not that well, but I'm still on top.
Remember when Tarbuck said that feudalism occurred because they lacked imagination?
That's one of the. Listen, Tarbuck, I don't know if you're listening to this or whatever. No offense to you, but I think that is like the dumbest thing I've ever heard anyone say.
That is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, yeah.
To be fair, we're misrepresenting Tarbuck here. What Tarbuck actually said was they lived in a society which meant they were like deprived of imagination or something, which is also not true at all. But like at least it's slightly less bad than like they were just stupid.
I mean...
They lived in a society which kept them stupid is a better argument, even though it's not true. They weren't stupid. They were probably just as smart as you and I, just in, you know.
I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, some of them were dumber, but...
I mean, standardized testing didn't exist yet, and, like,
that doesn't
literacy...
Also, standardized testing did exist, just not in the West. It existed in China by that time.
Oh, yeah, that is true. They invented it. They invented almost everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why they should... Wait, I'm not going to finish that.
Okay.
But yeah, like, maybe my ideology hasn't changed that much. But no, like, I think this is one of those things that Tarbuck knows isn't true, but he just says because it's like part of his brand. I think this is like one of those Jim Jones fascist, like cult points that he makes that is like meant to like draw like unsuspecting kind of
Femboys.
easily corruptible minds
Femboys.
into his like
Femboy
cast,
sex cult.
into his flock. Yeah.
It's not a flock, it's a sex cult. Like he's not subtle about it.
Is it? I don't know about this.
He's like, oh, I'm poly. Anyway, come join my sex cult.
How do I join that?
I don't know. Ask him.
Is there like a form I can sign?
I mean, you're gonna have to have sex with Tarbuck. I don't know if you want to do that.
I would never have sex with someone shorter than me, unless I was fucking them.
Thanks for watching. Yeah.
Next episode.
Are we doing it? Are we sending the
We're
next
going to
episode? This is a
commercial.
short one.
We're going to
cutting
commercial.